hello there, dear. Hello, hello, hello. And a happy holidays to you as well. Yes, as you can see, I was just preparing the typewriter for you. You are my next guest, correct? Excellent. Well, take a seat, get comfortable, and let me welcome you to my magical Christmas typewriting shop. Here we, as you may have seen, have you ever been here before? No. Excellent. Well, then I will give you the rundown on the little shop here. I have decided to create a little company where we kind of go back to a fun old school way of writing and sending letters to Santa with a little bit of a twist. Here at my shop, we have our guests come in, such as yourself, and you will dictate to me what you want to write to Santa. Yes, I have a direct connection to the man in the red suit, so of course. Yeah, and as you can see, everything is done on an older typewriter. Kind of bring the more vintage, old Christmas vibes to it all. Of course, so it's very fun here. It's very exciting. Yeah, not a problem at all. The shop is for all ages. I actually tend to have quite a few older teenagers and adults come through, as they kind of appreciate the whole whimsical process more, as well as they're the ones that kind of like to have letters written, but they might not necessarily have the time or want to write them themselves. Yes, like yourself. Yeah, there is no judgment here whatsoever. I just love having people of all ages, all different types come through here. Oh yes, I do get some very, very fun letters. Some quite funny ones as well. So, as you said then, have you any idea, since you've never been here before, about what exactly you'd like to dictate in your letter to Santa? So that can be, a lot of people just come in with what they want to ask for Christmas, but they don't know much else beyond that. Some people don't even want to ask for anything for Christmas, but they do want to just write, maybe a thank you letter to Santa about providing little extra gifts for their grandkids last year, or want to write a wish to him that's not like maybe a physical gift, but is like a wish of maybe a blessing upon a loved one. A lot of blessings and hopes and dreams for the new year are often a lot of what I see in the adult letters that I write. Okay. Oh, that's lovely. That's alright. You don't need to have much pre-planned. Exactly. That is why I am here, to help dictate your thoughts and help you construct a full letter. Yes, and you can send it through me as well. Of course. Would you like any tea, coffee, treats before we get started? Oh, good. Excellent. Well, help yourself at any point. Alright. So, my dear, if you are ready, then we're going to get started. Feel free to help yourself into any treats at any point of the process. But what I want to go through and do first is kind of start with maybe when you wrote a paper in high school or post-secondary. Kind of write some bullet points first of what you want to say, and then we'll go through and we will dictate together the full letter on the typewriter here. Alright, excellent. And please let me know if at any point you want to change anything, if anything doesn't feel authentic to you. This is not my letter, this is your letter, so this is ultimately your words and what you want to say. I'm just here to help coax out the process and help you maybe fill in the blanks of some areas where you're not sure what to say. Excellent. So we're going to start with some bullet point notes here of what you want to say, and then we'll go through and I'll get another paper and we will dictate and write out the full letter. No, so there's no limitation on how much you want to say in the letter or how many pages you want to do. This is fully all together in the cost. So whether it's that you want to, some people like to do like 3 sentences and that's it. Other people like to do maybe like 3-4 pages if they have a lot to say. I find a lot of elderly people have a lot to say and a lot to talk to Santa about, so, but you're perfectly fine to fall anywhere in the middle of that. Again, this is your words, your writing, so ultimately it's your voice and how much you think you need to speak. Well, let's start with our bullet points then. Let's start here. So you had just said the one thing that you wanted to ask from Santa for Christmas, correct? Alright. Okay. So dear, could you tell me that gift request one more time in your own words? Okay. 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 Yeah, you can add on to it. That's perfectly fine. Excellent. Right, that is amazing. Thank you, dear, for sharing. I think that is an excellent gift choice. Now we're going to move on to, in the other bullet points we're going to do. Okay, come up with a few more ideas of little talking points that you might want to say to Santa. Some people like to go for pretty simple stuff, which is perfectly fine. Other people like to, as I said, they have a lot more to say to Santa, so they have very specific things they want to say. As well, I would like whatever tone that you're looking for in this letter. If it's just a request, if it's maybe a thank you, if it's a little bit of both. Joyous, longing for a better year, anywhere in there. You take a moment, no rush, not whatsoever. Okay, for sure. So longing for a better year, but being thankful for what you did have that was good in this past year. Okay, so would that be then you want to do a little section where you actually just do a sentence or two talking about what you were excited about and thankful for this year, and then another section doing what you were looking forward to, or at least hoping for in the new year? Okay, we can do that, of course. So let's dictate a little bit of it now in some bullet point form here. So point. So could you tell me again one more time? Yes, if you don't mind sharing with me, you could be vague. You don't need to be too personal. I know that this is meant for Santa and not really for me to see, so yeah, you can keep it as brief as you'd like. Okay, so for your grandparent. 0.4. So we said that for this one, this was what you're looking forward to in the new year, what you're hopeful for. Oh, so you must have been thinking about that a lot then. Oh, that's perfectly valid, my dear. There is no wrong answers here. And when is that going to be? Did you want to put that date in there? The 3rd, okay. Of March. That's great. So, anything else then in terms of thankfulness or hopefulness? Okay, that's perfectly fine. So then moving on, we will have that. Well, if you're not sure, some people do like to put hopes and blessings for, like I was saying a little earlier, loved ones in here. If it's not for themselves, maybe others get a lot of like caring for health for loved ones, a lot of hoping that, a family member or child will get, that dream job. Alright, that all sounds absolutely fantastic, my dear. Now I just want to know if there was any little things you wanted to add into the letter. It could be anything. Again, when people just have blessings for family members, perhaps. Sometimes they just, especially if I have younger people or older people as well, people love to ask questions of Santa. Sorry. Some people like to ask him, like, how old is he? Or what does he like the most about Christmas himself? Or how busy he is at this time of year? Yeah, of course. I hear that Santa likes any questions. A lot of them make him laugh, apparently. Oh, I like that one. What is his favorite type of cookie? Good question. Well, I've heard from the grapevine, or the tinsel vine, if you will, that he is a big fan of shortbread cookies. Yeah. Simple, nothing too full of icing, but very tasty. And dangerous too, because you can have so many of them. Right. Yes. For sure. So, blessings as well, okay? You don't have to give me too much details if you don't want to, but you could always give me names if you like. Oh, lovely. Okay. All for their new family, of course. Oh, in February. Well, that's pretty soon then. Very exciting. Okay. So, my dear, anything else at all? We've done the gift requests that you had. the blessings, hopes for the new year, your question for Santa. Alright, well, we're going to do the dictation part now and actually write out the full letter. But if you have any questions at all, please let me know. I don't mind changing anything at all. We can do as many revisions as you need before it's perfect. Alright. Okay. Well, are you ready to begin? Excellent. So let's begin. How do you like to address people? How do you want to address Santa in particular? That's perfectly fine. A lot of people say Dear Santa, of course. Santa. Okay. Jolly season. I look forward to another season spending time with family. I like the sound of that. That sounds great. I hope a little bit of time off to spend with your family and Mrs. Claus. Okay, what about if you don't know how to transition? If we want to move into the first kind of in order we were talking about of what you were requesting for a gift. So we could phrase it as that, or you could say, I'm not looking for much this year as I've had such a great year with family, but I'm looking for blank. Because it's going to help you with your work. Exactly. You can say all that. Okay, so as I have had some blessings this year, I'm not hoping for much. That sounds good. Hoping for much. One that you're looking for? Okay, you can give a little bit more detail for sure. That does help Santa narrow it down. Okay. My favorite. 60s. Vintage. To match the rest of your house. Anything else about that particular gift? No, of course, we can move right into then your hopes for the next year and your blessings on your loved ones, of course. You could then, if you're struggling, say something like, in thankfulness of another great year, I want to send my blessings and my hopes to what you've mentioned. Yeah. Okay. Yes, I can phrase it like that perfectly. In thankfulness of another year, You wish, yeah, of course I can change. Wish to send my blessings to my family and loved ones. Another great holiday season and a new year, of course. Great. And for the new family, of course. But especially for sisters, new family. Come in March. Okay. Yes, and that as well. And hoping for my grandparents to have a safe trip. Oh, that's lovely. Yes, trip. Alright. So that is all of that. So we've got your Santa, thank you for the gift. Yes, okay. So I believe, dear, that's the majority of the letter already. Yeah, it's not too bad, right? So it's like we've got the Dear Santa, the introductions, the wish for your gift, the specifications of what you're looking for, the blessings on your family, and the hopes for the new year. Now, I think before we do the final closing thank yous or statements to Santa, we do have to put in your question for him. Yes, about the cookies. Do you know how you'd want to transition into that part? Of course, that's okay. That's what I'm here for. I am thinking, based on the tone of your letter, that maybe we'll do, you could even do it in, to end this letter in a happy note, or you could say, before I go, I want to ask you. Yes, okay, you like that one. Excellent. Before I go, I just had to ask you, what is your favorite type of cookie, right? Cookie. I look forward to hearing your answer. I like that. Answer. You could even tell him what is your favorite type of cookie. Oatmeal chocolate chip. I agree. That is a very excellent one. Far superior to the regular chocolate chip or oatmeal cookies. Alright, now then it'll be time for the closing statements. Do you have any idea what you want to say here? Okay. Thank you again for all that you do and making making family smile every year. Best of luck on your busy night. I like that as well. Best of luck on your busy night. What about look forward to seeing you soon? Yes. Look forward to seeing you Christmas Eve. Excellent. Forward to seeing you Christmas Eve. You could end it best wishes and then your name. Yes. Happy holidays. I can do that. Happy holidays. And is that with 2 S's or 1 S? Alright, my dear. Well, that is the finished letter. I'm going to actually give it to you before you go to take a quick peek so that you can ensure that it's exactly how you want it. And don't worry if you might have a little trouble seeing it on the page immediately. It's kind of written in a special ink so that if anyone were to open your letter, that they wouldn't be able to just read it, that it's for Santa's eyes only. So is there any changes that you wanted to make there? The wording is okay? You feel like it's very authentic to you? Excellent. Well, if you hand that back then, thank you. I'll fold it and put it with my other pile of letters that I will get all together and mail to Santa. Don't worry, you are early. Our deadline is the 20th. So you are weeks ahead of the curve. You enjoy Christmas quite a lot then? Same here. Well, that is all folded and ready for you. It's going to go in my pile right down there. Is there anything else that you have for me today, my dear? No questions? Alright. Of course, it was a pleasure working with you. It was a lot of fun. I hope you have an amazing holiday and that Santa gets you the gift that you wanted, as well as the blessings for your family and you in the new year. Of course. Well, I'll see you later. Maybe bring any family members by that you want to, friends, or maybe I'll see you next year. Of course. Oh, and don't forget a treat and a hot drink out on your way, okay? Alright. Well, happy holidays, dear. Take care. Bye now.